Um, we're gonna wrap it up with one more question.
Okay.
And so, as we all know, it is DC Pride Week. It's Pride Month. Yay! Say gay every day. So, given that it is Pride Week, how do you think this show um, honored that fact? And is there anything that wasn't in the show that you'd like to say or communicate to the room and whoever else in the future will see the show, or just people you think will be listening because this is video, so there'll be people watching it later. So, what do you want to say or share or do in celebration of Pride Week, given that you have the platform in this room right now? I'm saying you.
As an openly gay man who happens to be Filipino, I first want to say I am very proud to celebrate Pride, and especially grateful to be in DC during Pride Week to do what is, I think, my first solo show.
It is your first solo show ever. So yeah, world premiere. Thank you for being here.
And it won't be the last.
Saw the original workshop
Right.
an intimate evening with Vincent Rodriguez III.
It's our developmental lab.
Yes. Who wants to invest?
Yes. Who? Anyone? No, I think.
Here lies Vincent.
I think here lies Vincent. Here lies love is a Filipino Broadway musical joke. But no, I think I want to say it's not lost on me what Pride means and how it always means something a little different to me every year. And I know how true that can be for any of us who celebrate Pride or who carry it with us. Because I remember being a 18, 19-year-old Vinny who was kind of new to adulthood, working at Starbucks, and
We got Vinny the latte boy.
Vinny the latte boy. I made all the drinks, $19 an hour. I wore a tie clip. I was that barista at the Bucks. But I remember I worked on 4th and Market, and I remember SF Pride, and I remember some guy walked up and said, "Hey, what are you doing for Pride?" I'm like, "I'm chilling. Pride's every day, man. Like, I'm proud to be who I am." And he went, "Yeah, me too. Want to hang out?" Went on a date. But I bring that up because back then, Pride wasn't something I didn't feel connected to it. And now as I get older, and I've been in Pride parades, I've gone to them, I've been on a convertible, I've waved, I've been on cars, and I've engaged. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, and there's a lot of people, and it's crowded, and people are drinking, and there's a lot of people are just unleashed, Excuse me. I think now what Pride means to me is something beyond actually the LGBTQ community. It's something that's actually very deep. That kind of connects all of us. Yes, LGBTQ, representation, diversity, inclusion. I stand for these things. I represent these things. I also have grown up and faced myself with the help of my husband and my very supportive friends and tribe. And I've learned a lot about myself that I was not expecting to. And it was actually the pandemic I found out that I had symptoms of ADHD. I am neurodivergent, and I found out shortly after that I was gifted. I cried when I found out because I felt like I had wasted so much of my life waiting for someone else to tell me that I was special and to validate me. And this whole time, I had everything I needed. A few months ago, I found out I'm also an HSP. I'm a hypersensitive person. These all mean things. There are books about this, there are studies, and it's fascinating to learn these things about yourself, how your brain works. It is also a little terrifying. It is overwhelming. I feel I felt like I had a second job reading these books, trying to understand myself, trying to understand my family. I found out there's autism in my family. That is really difficult for me and my family. These are things I never thought I'd have to experience. And so I feel like my neurodiversity has helped me develop more self-compassion and levels of empathy that I was already feeling, but now I know that I know. And I know that there are things that I don't know that I don't know. Possibilities that have never even been explored, that are out there for me, waiting. And so I think this kind of awareness about empathy and people and community, going through these struggles, I feel like Pride is also about working through those things so that you can self-soothe to get to self-love. And I actually do have a song that I would like to share with you guys.
Surprise.
I'm gonna ask
Not
Joe.
planned.
I'm gonna ask Joe to help me.
Wait, what?
What? Fucking up the show.
It's like maybe, Joe, maybe. So yeah, I just wanted to dedicate this song to thank you, to those who need to learn to love themselves and who need to learn how to shine their own unique light into the world.